Hey everyone! Welcome back to Simple Spec Games. Today we're going to see another indie game review that just hit early access called Ovis Loop. It's a pixel-packed action roguelike developed by Lifuel. With its retro charm and fast-paced gameplay, this title promises a wild ride through looping chaos and strategic combat. But how well does it deliver on the fun factor? Let's break it down in today's review. In Ovis Loop, you'll play as Omega, a lone robotic sheep on a relentless mission to hunt down the cybernetically enhanced wolves that wiped out its kin. The name Ovis draws from the Latin word for sheep, subtly anchoring the game's identity in its thematic roots. Rather than relying on heavy exposition, the game embraces environmental storytelling and scattered lore entries, allowing its minimalist narrative to unfold naturally as you delve deeper into its procedurally generated zones. At its core, Ovis Loop embraces classic roguelike design. Each run challenges you to carve through waves of enemies, collect new weapons and abilities, face off against a formidable boss, and upon death start fresh with hard-earned knowledge. The combat system is where the game truly shines, offering razor-sharp responsiveness that evokes the fluidity of Dead Cells. Battles are a rhythmic dance of jump, slash, and dodge, with a satisfying mix of melee and ranged options to keep things fresh. You begin with a weighty greatsword, but as you progress, you'll unlock more exotic tools, like a crackling electric rapier or a versatile gunblade hybrid. Each weapon comes with its own timing quirks and spacing demands, pushing players to constantly adapt and refine their... Despite being in early access, Ovis Loop runs impressively well. Performance is stable across the board, frame rates hold steady even during the most chaotic battles, and loading times are pleasantly brief. Ovis Loop elevates its combat depth with a combo crafting skill system that rewards experimentation and tactical finesse. Each ability comes equipped with both passive and active augment slots, allowing for layered customization. Passive augments can tweak your build in subtle but impactful ways like reducing cooldowns, amplifying elemental damage, or sacrificing defense for brute force. On the other hand, active augments let you chain additional skills to your core abilities, transforming simple moves into devastating sequences. Imagine linking a dash to an explosive finisher that can clearing entire screens in a single fluid motion. Prefer a more strategic approach? Drone builds let you command mechanical allies, turning combat into a chaotic ballet of synchronized destruction. Level progression in Ovis Loop borrows smartly from Slay the Spire's branching map system. Before each run, you're presented with a web of potential paths, some leading to intense combat arenas, others to merchant hubs or hidden treasure caches. This structure adds a layer of strategic planning, letting you tailor your journey based on risk, reward, and your current build. Enemy variety is a bit of a mixed bag. You'll face off against cyberwolves, fireball-spewing mutants, and the occasional mini-boss, though these often reuse the same visual design as standard foes. Each run culminates in a boss battle, offering a satisfying challenge spike, but overall, the enemy roster feels limited, especially in longer sessions. Ovis Loop delivers gorgeous pixel art brimming with intricate detail. Animations are impressively fluid, like Omega's sword arc slice through the air with weight and momentum, enemies collapse with satisfying realism, and environmental effects like sparks and blood splatters burst vividly across the battlefield. The game's skill effects are equally spectacular, unleashing lightning flashes, fiery eruptions, and other dazzling visuals that make every encounter feel tense and electrifying. However, it's not without drawbacks. These flashy effects, while visually stunning, can sometimes clutter the screen, making it difficult to track enemies, especially when multiple effects occur. On the audio front, Ovis Loop excels with punchy sound design. Sword clashes ring with metallic sharpness, wolf howls echo with menace, and the synth-driven soundtrack pulses during combat, then shifts to ambient tones in quieter moments. Ovis Loop stands out in a crowded roguelike scene by marrying tight, responsive combat with an unusually deep skill crafting system. Its sheep versus wolves premise adds whimsical flair, while robust customization and varied weaponry ensure every run can feel radically different. Early access rough spots are few, and the foundation here hints for a standout full release. I genuinely enjoyed my time with Ovis Loop, and I'm giving it a solid 9 out of 10. That wraps up our review for Ovis Loop. If you haven't seen it already, be sure to check out our other indie game review on Fallen City Brawl, and don't miss our top indie games of the first half of 2025. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next video.